Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FANMEN Beyond. I'm your host, DJ Gove.
Chris Davis.
How are you today?
Doing well, sir. How about yourself?
Oh, not bad, not bad. So
You're in costume over here.
we are in costume.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this for a couple weeks now. This is when the summer started for us. This episode is all about Superman.
Superman.
Try to put a Superman sound effect in there.
Ooh, old school.
So we both saw Superman
Multiple times. With plans to go again.
Nice. I've already gone 3.
Tomorrow will be my third, so
Okay.
I'll check the box.
So I've gone 3, and I've pre-ordered the Blu-ray Steelbook.
Yes.
Or the 4K Steelbook already.
As did I. Already sold out on Amazon.
Yep, that shit went quick. I knew it too. As soon as because I was watching a Facebook group that does like Steelbook limited drops.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I texted you.
As soon as it hit, yeah.
I even gave it to our friend Klepp over at Critics. It's like, dude, it was like, if you want one, get it now.
It's so sad. And this is going to be, you'll smile. It hurt my heart. When you actually put Superman Steelbook in the Best Buy site now, they don't do any of that anymore.
Oh, it's so brutal.
It just pops up a bunch of toys.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck do I want action figures at Best Buy for? It bothers me. Exactly.
Yeah, no, it does suck because Best Buy used to be the ones where I used to get all my animated Superman Steelbooks from. All my
That
DC,
used to be all my Steelbooks. You never got them at Amazon before.
all my DC animated stuff.
And you had to go hunting from them. You had to get the pre-order in there. Now they do nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
So if you wanted a Steelbook copy of Superman on 4K, I'm sorry, it's gone.
They're gone.
It's gone already.
They're gone.
It was gone before. It was gone before the first media preview was over, pretty much.
I was gonna say I ordered it early that week. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it was like
ordered
Monday-
it.
I sent
I
you
ordered
Monday
it
afternoon.
before we saw it.
Yeah, so it was gone before even the Amazon fan screenings. So
Absolutely crazy.
it's crazy. I mean, I learned my lesson with that Jaws thing. I've seen some people paying insane money for the Jaws one. So
That's a pretty Steelbook.
it's a
The
nice
artwork
Steelbook.
on it is gorgeous.
It's a very nice Steelbook. I do like
Absolutely
Steelbooks.
gorgeous.
But physical media love aside, so Superman, the reboot of the DC cinematic universe, and I guess it's not even. It's DC never really had a good cinematic universe. It didn't exist.
Yeah, and Gunn's not really trying to build one. It's DC characters, DC
Yeah.
film universe, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's not looking for that connective tissue. Just
Yeah,
yet.
so let's get that out of the way. So I mean, I've been talking about. I feel like I've been talking about this movie nonstop for like a week and a half now. So
It's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. Like last weekend, so our friends over at Critics do their live pod on Sundays, the screening room. I was on that.
I was posting comments in that pod.
Yeah. I brought. You can go watch it. I brought all my toys. Gave a nice little demonstration of the toy
writing,
lines.
it looks like DJ's looking into my soul. You're like right down the barrel. I'm like, this is disconcerting.
I was trying to. It was it's someone else's show. I don't want to be my normal maniac self.
And you're doing a 3 mic. It's a different setup too, right?
It's a different setup, and
Yeah.
like I said, everybody who knows, I can get a little unhinged.
But the set looked amazing.
He did a good job.
Popcorn bucket front and center. He knew what he was doing.
Klepp spent some money, so I don't know, guys.
Well, aside, that popcorn bucket came home with me from Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
They had them at the AMC. Yeah.
The Krypto on it.
Yep. Not the.
That thing is
the newspaper box.
So let's start with this. So Superman has we have to do some collectible stuff, right? It's me. Bevy of popcorn bucket and cool cups.
Bevy, excellent pull.
Thank you. So AMC had a plastic like dog bowl with a big Funko looking flocked Krypto that clipped onto it.
Very cartoonish take on the character.
Not a fan of that one. I think it was Cinemark had the one when he was shooting lasers into the popcorn machine to heat the popcorn up.
I haven't seen one of those in person. I think it was Cinemark. Yeah.
But yeah, very cool. Regal had the steel like giant trash can size one with the lid.
Yes.
With the two
that was
cups
actually
with the
very
toppers.
cool.
I went
I was a
back
fan.
when I took Athena. We went back to that same Regal we saw the other one at. I was like, oh, this is not cool. I could go on a 3-hour Fandango rant. How much I want to murder those people.
It wasn't a bad take either. Like $35 for literally a trash can full of popcorn and 2 sodas.
Yeah.
It was.
And I finally got my little Superman topper because I
Did
think
you?
it's adorable.
Yeah, no, I had no problems with that.
Yeah, and then AMC had the. You want to explain the AMC one?
AMC had, for all of us old heads here, you remember back when there used to be this thing called Newspapers Kid, where they would actually print out every day, and they'd sell it to you for like $0.25 or 50 cents.
Basically, paper Facebook.
Exactly, paper Facebook or paper Twitter or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And they would have little metal boxes all over the city where you would go in and put your $2 in and open the door and take a copy of the paper. Or in Clerks, you steal a bunch of them and sell them back at the store. So what AMC did was little Daily Planet newspaper boxes. Mm-hmm. Little hinge door, came down, newspaper with the Daily Planet and Superman on the front of it. until you open it up and flip, and you can get your Krypto front page on the other side.
Very nice.
Absolutely adorable. Not crazy in terms of popcorn. In a world where people are paying $80 for a popcorn bucket of a character that only a handful of the people that are buying the bucket know.
Yeah.
$34.99 wasn't bad, including the popcorn.
With like an extra large popcorn.
And the AMC in Kentucky is still doing your free refills as much as you want.
Oh, yeah.
Harley and I are waiting popcorn, for God's sakes, on the price of one
same.
popcorn.
As long as you're a Stubbs, like, well, I think you have to be a Stubbs member.
Yeah,
we both are, so.
It was fine. So
yeah, I've been like kind of forbidden from the popcorn bucket stuff.
I'm very selective.
Yeah.
Most of them I let go by. The only
was
two,
too cool.
the only two that I bought were that one, which actually ended up being a little bit of an odyssey getting home. I had to go buy another duffel bag to pack stuff in.
Yeah.
And then I gate check luggage. I'm like, we're not paying twice. I'll buy the duffel bag. So we got that one home, and I bought the Jaws, the shark one that came out.
Yeah.
But
no, like this one, popcorn will never touch the inside of it. It's
no, it stayed in the plastic to come home.
Yeah, no, it's going on like
going
the
on shelf
with all the Superman statues. I have a really nice big Superman statue I've never opened.
Yeah.
I have a I forgot I even bought this thing.
We still have the Quest for Pete. We have Superman statue with the eagle. That'll go up in the studio.
I bought. I forgot I bought it maybe because I had this I had my I think what did I mess up this fall? Was it? Oh, my foot was all messed up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And my leg and stuff. So I was like sitting on the couch, just 3 gummies deep some nights, whatever, playing on my phone. And Sideshow did a hell of a Black Friday sale this fall. And I was like cleaning the shed up.
They were doing some buy one get one stuff. They were doing all kinds.
Yeah, I forgot. I bought the premium format Power Girl statue. It's in the box. My wife doesn't know.
Keep that thing hidden.
Yeah.
The premium formats.
Yay big.
Let's just say when I first started buying them, I thought it was egregious at like $250.
Yeah.
And I think the last one to finish her Gotham City Sirens, I want to say it was like $400.
The Hal Jordan one I want but I never buy was $7.99.
Yeah.
The Colossus one was $9.99.
They've gotten out of control.
I will say I paid closer to what you paid for the old ones, plus I got a free Star Wars hot toy.
Yeah.
So
they're crazy.
And again, so I have like that and a really nice big DC Direct Superman statue.
No, there's a picture of Sydney Sweeney hanging. Oh, you haven't actually taken it out yet.
All right. But long story short, leaving it has a newspaper bin. It's gonna make a cool Superman shelf one of these days.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, no, that's going to eventually, we're getting closer. When we move to the upstairs studio and I get all this permanent, you'll see it prominently displayed behind one of us.
We will have a new studio. Chris is building us a new studio.
In the process of, it's probably halfway there.
I've offered help many times, but he never actually plans out when he's working on it, so I've been able to help you.
I have too many cool toys in there, and I want them to stay in there. So, just in case. That's my Hot Toys cabinets and stuff,
We'll figure something out. Okay, so anyway, back to Superman. So Superman came out. We were very excited. So that's before we get into the movie, let's go into just some numbers.
Yeah.
Because we like to bring factual math here.
You got updated figures? I looked earlier today.
Well, I'm just going to go opening weekend, right? So like anything else, especially with anything, like it's weird too. Like Marvel doesn't get this, but DC does. Like DC people hate each other. We do. We eat our young, basically.
DC people hate each other, and MCU people hate DC.
Yeah, it's
they
weird.
just wish bad on everything that comes out. It's so strange.
Obviously, everyone knows the last few DC movies were all Zack Snyder movies, and I like the Zack Snyder movies. I love it.
I like a darker take on the character. Yeah,
we've said before.
I enjoyed all of it.
Ben Affleck is the best Batman
by far.
The warehouse scene from BVS is the best 3 minutes of superhero footage we've ever gotten in live action.
It's the best Batman fight scene
ever
you've seen.
I think it's the best fight scene ever. Like period. The only thing possibly better than that scene for me is Avengers Assemble.
And that's not so much a fight. That's a moment. You're just throwing. You're giving yourself an Alex Ross.
Moments.
Yeah, you're giving yourself like the Alex Ross splash page.
Yeah.
There.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I love Henry Cavill. We've talked before. I have watched the man take a bath on Netflix before.
There's no shame.
No shame. I'm stoked for Voltron. Like I watched that goddamn shitty Argyle movie
Henry
he's in. Like
Cavill in friggin' Mission Impossible, the bathroom fight scene.
Yep. Cock in his arms.
It's
arm in his cock.
It'll always work for me.
I love Aquaman 2 was Aquaman 1 was phenomenal. Wonder Woman 1, one of the whatever else you want to do, it's probably in the top 5 or 6 comic movies.
The No Man's Land scene is probably top 3 comic scene for me. Yeah,
it's
by far.
Yeah, oh yeah. Excellent movie, Wonder Woman 2 or something. So
Hey, give it.
I even like Justice League.
Pedro's just getting his chops there. He's working his way through.
Yeah.
Before he took over the entire world.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
I like Justice League. It was okay. I love the Zack Snyder cut Justice League. So again,
Yeah, I like Zack Snyder's Justice League. The original,
was
the Whedon of it all.
But that was a whole thing. And even before, it's like I think Watchmen might be one of the most beautifully shot movies ever. It's a super movie. Like,
I was just talking to somebody about that today. As in terms of a superhero movie, if you like the material and you've read the source,
it's all Watchmen.
You can pause that at so many moments in there and pull a panel right from the book. It's amazing what he cut.
Yeah. So again, it's not a Zack Snyder hate thing.
No,
Like I
not
said,
at all.
it's like
I loved all the stuff he did.
unfortunately, like when he was doing all that stuff,
He had the family issues that came up.
he had the family issues, number one, but also the company in front of him. He didn't have as much pull as like a James Gunn is going to have, number one. But the people above him kept rotating out like fucking pairs of socks for all the whole thing. Like Warner Brothers Discovery was a fucking mess.
He had to step aside, and he was never going to have the kind of control that a Gunn's going to have.
No.
Because of what happened with Zack's universe, that's how Gunn was able to get the kind of stroke that he has, right?
Exactly. So again, this is not like I hate Zack Snyder thing. It's not that at all. It's just unfortunately it happened in a bubble. It ran its course. You had to start over.
Shout out to both Zack and Gunn for making the guest shot on Rick and Morty.
That was hilarious.
That was perfect. That they can sit there and make fun of each other.
And it's good that the two, like, it's not like I'm glad the two of them aren't cutting promos because they have no need to.
No,
right?
there's no animosity between the two of them.
No,
Zack,
it's not like Zack Snyder got fired. His contract ran out, and then he went to Netflix.
He really didn't want to do it anymore.
No, so he went to Netflix and made horrible Star Wars ripoffs.
Shit happens, but he got paid.
Well, exactly.
Adam Sandler's still getting $50 million a movie.
It's all about that money.
That's all it is.
I do the exact same shit. Pay me.
So back to money.
Anyway, so back to money. So people were like, Superman's going to tank, blah, 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 blah. Now, and we've set out, like, we did when Summer's movie, we went through and we've said, we was going to make $1 billion, and that might be the only one, right? We talked about this.
And even that, Disney's having to leave it out there to just eke it over the line.
I think it did limp, finally, last week.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second.
So we were hoping that on a good day, Superman for its run worldwide made about between 6 and 7. I think is what we came up with, right?
Yeah, you were saying 7. I never understood. It did just barely crack $1 billion.
Yeah.
It finally did.
It limped.
Yep.
But then again, this is a different world, right? So that's good. $1 billion is a lot of money now. It's almost like $2 billion back in the day.
Yeah, there's not a lot of $1 billion. You need it to be a kids movie that they're going to go see time and time again.
Yeah. So.
And you need strong international.
Exactly. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So obviously, Stitch, as a comparison, as for over in Asia, they love the little blue bastard.
Almost 60% of the money came from overseas.
Yes. This little blue bastard, though, with the red cape, Asia not so fond of. But we'll get to that. So Superman for the weekend did domestically 123,000.
123,000.
That'd have been horrible. $123 million.
It's a good IMAX screening.
Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, seriously, that's one screen.
Yeah.
It did 123 million. Worldwide, did about 222.
Yep.
So, again, people use those numbers to be like, it's gonna lose money. James Gunn sucks. Dude, shut the fuck up. Like, get over yourselves.
It's depending on who you talk to. The budget was somewhere between 2 and 250. I heard numbers of 3, but unsubstantiated.
Budget was between 218 and 225, and with $100 million marketing budget.
That's what I heard.
So, again, Superman, a notorious tough nut to crack, especially out of the country, for a couple reasons. Number one, it's a character, from the 1930s. It's very American-centric. It's an American character, very much so. Not
to get political, but they don't really like us.
I've heard that
very much right now.
There's the rumor.
There's something over an angry Cheeto that pisses them off. I don't know what's going on there.
I don't know.
So
it is, and even like the almighty Cavill didn't make that much money in China and Japan either. Like horrible, like Man of Steel did horrible money over there. It's just not a character that resonates with other countries. It doesn't translate. Yeah. So all you needed from this was to have enough money. Obviously you want to break even, right? But you want to break even. But the more important thing is you want to sell the popcorn buckets. You want to sell the T-shirts. You want to sell kids the toys. You want to get people interested in the world you're building.
I was going to say,
keeps coming,
that's my point. I don't care about the toys as much because they're making pennies on that.
I use that as a proxy saying, like, if the kids are buying the toys and playing with the Superman toys and the Green Lantern toys, the action figures, that means when the next one comes out, the kids are going to want to see it because that's their toys.
That's what you're hoping, for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did my part. We do a little... So number one, obviously,
You did your part. You did your part.
I did
My part.
Well, no. So every year, I have my sister-in-law with 3 kids. My brother's wife who's no longer with us. I try to help them with back to school stuff. We do some stuff for my wife's nephew from back to school stuff. So Walmart had a really nice Superman backpack and lunchbox combo made by Reebok. So really nice, pretty subtle blue, like the new Superman blue, red zippers, a little like rubber SM on it with a Superman lunchbox
nice.
that clips on the front. It was nice. It's like $26, which is a good price for a backpack.
That's not bad at all.
Normally the kids' character backpacks are like that shiny plastic shit and it rips.
Even the cheap ones at Target, like $50.
Exactly.
You want a name brand backpack? Forget it.
So they both got Superman T-shirts, Superman backpacks, and an action figure.
Nice.
So I'm trying to kick the can down the road.
It's interesting for this movie, this incarnation of Superman. I've seen more. We live in a world now where everything is a crossover.
Everything is, yes.
So not to make it about Jaws, but you saw Jaws had Vineyard Vines. You saw Nautica. You saw Roosevelt.
Yes.
You saw everybody. Superman, Lucky Jeans of all people, have a Superman collaboration.
It's nice too.
Sweatshirts, T-shirts.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a
There's
couple
a lot of
nice
stuff.
pieces.
The McFarlane Superman T-shirts for San Diego Comic-Con. You see those came out?
I haven't seen them. I'll
They're
have to
pretty
check
sweet.
that out. Yeah.
They did Superman Night at the Red Sox, and you got a jersey that doesn't
I
button.
did
with
see
the shirt.
that.
My buddy got one of those. And so there's been a lot of stuff, and that's that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to, let's make some money now, obviously. But let's make it so you end up watching Lanterns and you watch Superman 2 and all this other stuff that they're going to come up with and all these crazy things that are going to come.
He's continuing to try to build goodwill.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah.
You had Peacemaker, you had Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
You have Gun. It really started before he even took over with Suicide Squad. So you're just continuing that path of, hey, listen, we're just trying to make good stuff that you're going to enjoy. And then if it leads to something down the road, great.
Exactly.
If not, hey, you just had a bunch of stuff that you enjoyed going to the movies for.
Yeah, and the way I was, when I've talked about this before, is like my at least my thoughts on it, right? Is that I think if James Gunn, all things being equal, would not have done this first. I think he would much rather, because it's James Gunn. We've talked about it before. He likes all this crazy stuff. He probably would have done like a Constantine or some crazy character, right? But I think when you're trying to build everything from scratch, you can't tell these other stories without the biggest chess piece being on the board somewhere. You have to acknowledge that he's out there in the world.
He already scratched the itch with Creature Commandos.
That's
He
true.
already
Creature
did his
Commandos
other.
come
He
first.
gets to do Peacemaker,
Yep.
which is his weird off-brand.
Yep.
So, and he's been very consistent in saying he's not doing anything unless he can crack the nut. He needs an original take on it, and the fact that he wanted to write this one, and he wanted to direct it. And we'll get into it as we dive into the movie itself. I mean, there is a very clear vision as to what this character is.
Yes, that's going to. So if you listened to the show before, again, thank you. Don't forget, subscribe,
appreciate it.
wherever you get your stuff, YouTube, Twitter, Tiki Talk, all that, right?
The Tiki Talks.
The Tiki Talk. We did.
You're not going to see me dance.
No, but we did do, like, if you had the Tiki Talk or the Instagram, we did out of theater reactions and stuff like that. So,
We did do that.
So there is.
I was dressed like him. He was wearing something else.
There we go. Content. So yeah, so the tone was not word for word, but it was based off the Frank Quietly All-Star Superman run. Possibly, depending on where you came into the character, a lot of people think it's the best Superman story ever told. It's definitely probably a top 3 Superman book, right?
Very much so, because it's very true to the character. You're not having to bastardize the character to make it interesting.
No, exactly. And another problem that I think, and it's not even a problem, because the large consensus is this movie fucking owns, right? A lot of people, everyone loves this movie who's seen it.
People love it.
People love it. But a lot of people were kind of, I knew those people like, oh, I loved it, but I was confused because I thought the Henry Cavill take on Superman was more like the Injustice books. It wasn't really, Superman is bright, cheesy, hopeful, right?
He's a Boy Scout.
He's a Boy Scout. He's kind of goofy.
Kind of corny. He's
50 years of his run was written absolutely horribly, but you just bought it for the Neil covers and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, go back to the Christopher Reeve take on the character. You're hearkening back more to Superman the movie than you are anything else.
Let's talk about that. Actually, that's a good segue. So Christopher Reeve is Superman.
He's the Superman.
The Superman. Christopher Reeve is everything, right? He is, as a DC fan movie. Christopher Reeve is everything.
I've put it on. We're talking about top 3 moments. There's still going to be nothing like it's Superman the movie for me. When he's going to tell Lois that he's Superman, the simple taking off the glasses, and all of a sudden by not slouching, this guy goes from like 6 feet to 6'4" and broad just by standing. And it's this subtle thing because you didn't have CGI back then.
No, you didn't.
You couldn't have done any of that stuff. He was the epitome of that character.
Yep, 100%. So unlike the Brandon Routh Superman movie, which again, Brandon Routh I think also did a great job with the character.
Yeah,
the writing was
parts of
horrible in
it I
that,
liked.
right?
Yeah.
Which was trying to be a direct sequel to the Reeve stuff, right?
Yeah, he couldn't do it. So hard.
This one doesn't do that, but there are a whole bunch of little homages. Let's get into this. So, and again, this is your last warning. We're not going to hold. There will be spoilers, right?
Yeah, we're a
This
week
shit's
plus in. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Spoilers.
number one, right off the bat, you got the 1978 font for the title.
Right down to the blurry letters.
It was
pitch perfect.
It was
Absolutely
amazing,
perfect.
right? You get they went to John Williams and they asked permission to use bits of the score so they could remix it for their score, and he said yes, of course. Personally, I don't think there was enough John Williams, but there was the ramp up.
There was enough to tie you back to the source material while keeping it fresh.
No, that's good enough. I mean, I said before, John Williams is the greatest music composer in the history of Earth, and Superman is his crowning achievement to me. So you had that.
I'd still go Jaws, but that's okay. We can agree to disagree.
To each their own.
Yeah.
You even had the bad guy was created with the same plan as Quest for Peace.
Yeah, which was a weird pull. That kind of.
That was Gunn with the haha gotcha.
And I know why he did it, and we'll get into the why of it all with the reveal. So I'm okay with it. But yes, it's.
I thought it was one of the things. So if you're like a younger person, you never picked up on it. But if you see the question, you went waka waka waka.
Yeah,
that's all it was. To me,
certainly.
that's how I took it. And then you had Lex Luthor with the land scheme again.
It's Lex's, and we're jumping into it probably a little earlier, but this is probably my favorite incarnation of Lex. Certainly better than the Eisenberg one. I didn't like crazy.
That wasn't much.
That was Alexander. That was like the crazy kid.
Yeah.
Right. They took, and so it was a Luthor that ran the count, and you had a character in continuity that acted like that. This is Lex at his core. This is Smallville Lex. I was
gonna say I didn't think anyone could ever beat Rosenbaum.
It's very much Lex at his core is just a rich, petulant, jealous
sociopath.
Child. Yeah,
envious sociopath.
He is just jealous of the fact that somebody, for all his intelligence and all his money and everything that he can do, he's always going to be second fiddle to Superman, and that is the driving force.
Yep. I mean, in this movie, we'll get into, he hates Superman. In this movie, they did this. This was very smart. They hadn't even met until like halfway through the movie.
He had that line.
He just knows him and hates
how sickening it is that he has to wake up every morning knowing that Superman exists.
I loved it.
It's perfect.
And you brought Smallville. There was a little bit of Smallville roots tied in this too.
A little bit.
Gunn's a big Smallville fan, so there wasn't like Smallville like harken backs, but like
a little bit.
There's some toned.
There's definitely some tone.
A little bit of Clark's kind of like dialogue was felt like Welling-ish and stuff. Yeah, so it was.
There's some of the definitely the Kansas farm boy.
Yeah, exactly. So the plot of the movie is basically Lex is trying to discredit Superman. Superman stops a war between two fictional countries, a war that he had to stop because of something Lex put in place. Basically, it's just Lex putting pawns on the board
so he can get approval to kill Superman.
He wants approval from the government, and Rick Flag Sr. from Creature Commandos, played by Frank Grillo. Because again, if you don't know, if you see a cartoon character now in DC, whoever voices that cartoon character will play them in live action.
Yes.
So it's basically Lex trying to get permission to kill Superman. How's he going to do that? Well, he has some toys, right? He has Ultraman. Ultraman, the comics, is an evil Superman from another Earth. This is not what that is. Mm-hmm. It's a clone of Superman.
Yes, it's revealed later
to be a clone made from a hair he found at a battle. Quest for Peace. And a character called the Engineer, who I even screwed this one up, right? So I thought the Engineer, I know the Engineer. She was an all-star Superman. Nope, just had everything crossed my head. Engineer, the first ever live-action character in a DC movie that's not a DC comic character.
Wildstorm.
DC acquired Wildstorm way back in the day.
Right, they own the property.
Yep. So she was, and why did he use her? Well, one of the movies in this first phase, was going to be The Authority, a Wildstorm group, and they scrapped that. So he just plucked his favorite character.
Yeah, they said the script still wasn't ready. He's very consistent in that if he doesn't like the script and he doesn't think it works.
Yeah, and it's not scrapped like entirely, but possibly from this phase because it doesn't seem like it's going to be ready to fit into the
Yeah, he
puzzle,
won't.
puzzle right now.
He's not one of those guys that's going to start production and say we're going to figure it out as we go.
Yeah, he's 100%.
The script has to be locked before they.
Yeah, you're not. Hopefully, yeah, you're not gonna. He's not gonna be like, I like. Where's
And
my
that's-
bird? Like he's not doing any of that Iron Man 2 shit, right?
And that's how you randomly got Clayface. Like that is a strange pull to be one of your first 2 or 3 movies.
Is it? That's crazy. But I
That
guess
you're
he
gonna
read
go-
the first treatment. He was like, holy shit.
And he said the script just rocks. Like
Yeah.
minimum edits. I mean, they nailed it.
Yeah.
So okay, we're gonna get Clayface.
Yeah. So he plucked his favorite authority character and
Yeah.
put her in this. So, again, in some of the ways they described Superman was obviously it's all the villain in this movie is really the court of public opinion.
The villain in this movie is Jor-El.
That's true.
In all
I still
honesty.
don't. So one part of Lex discrediting Superman is he breaks into the Fortress of Solitude
Yep.
because he can open the door because Ultraman.
And this is something that what we're talking about here is when we get into the Jor-El of it all. This is the biggest pushback I've seen.
It is.
Online.
So basically the message from Jor-El, 'cause unlike Superman 1 where there's all these different crystals to do all these basically Jor-El thumb drives. They don't do that. There's one message that he has.
Jor-El thumb drives. I like that.
There's
It's a nice
one
quote.
message that he has, and it's damaged. It got damaged when he was coming to Earth because his ship, that's why he landed on Earth. Well, that's why he landed in Kansas as opposed to somewhere else, right? Lex, with the engineer, and we'll get into the stuff we didn't like, but the engineer is able to recover the rest of the file, quote unquote. And it turns out that Jor-El sent him to Earth because he knew that Earth's sun would give the Kryptonian DNA powers. He would be the strongest. He could rule over us.
We are weak, pillowy people.
We're weak. We're schmucks basically, and he could come
Pretty
in
much.
here and
Yeah.
basically just outbreed us and just John Holmes it and just
He's just gonna
swing his cape around,
Pretty
throw it on the
much.
table, and just create a bunch of and keep the Kryptonian like DNA pool going basically. So people don't like that, right? That is basically almost verbatim Ultraman's message from the evil Earth, because that's
Very much
Clark's
so.
here to protect us and do
Very
good and whatever and be hopeful, and Ultraman's here to basically fuck our women, right?
Yeah.
So I still don't know if that, like they're saying, it's like, they allude to, nope, people checked it out, it's real. These people don't fucking know Kryptonian. It's like,
The only credence I gave to it, and this is where I kind of bump into it, is Terrific confirms that it's real.
yeah.
So you have somebody that is Clark's friend,
No, I know.
associate.
But again, was it like while the engineer was in the computer, could she just make that shit up? I don't know. I think they might. We'll see if that sticks, right? But
Possibly.
even
I don't know if you're going to go back to it.
No, but
I
even
think
not,
it's-
yeah, exactly. And even not,
think
it's more. If nothing else, I can see where they use that to be like, oh yeah, that was why you were sent here. But it's not like what your parents told you to do. It's not what you were supposed to do. It's how you handle yourself and how you develop yourself.
That's the thing. It gets back to the general moral, the overarching moral of the story.
Yeah, that's might have been why his biological parents sent him here, but he was raised by such good people. He's not that. He's this shining beacon of hope. So, I mean, either way, you dice the tomato on that one.
So he may be your father, but he ain't your daddy.
Yeah.
He's not the guy that raised you.
Yeah, exactly. So it could just be something like that. It could be like an ode to step parents and shit like that, or whatever, or foster parents, or whatever. Let's get into the parents. For the first time ever.
He creates a situation where, we're talking about the parents, segueing right into it. He creates a situation where you feel before the Kents were just kind of bit players.
Yeah.
They're the ones that found him, and you bring him in when he's having a hard time, and it's Clark, you're gonna get him.
Yeah.
That kind of. It really establishes that family dynamic, which Gunn has in all of his movies.
Everything. And again, now you say that too, it's like Gunn kind of specializes in dickhead biological parents that didn't raise you.
Animals.
Yep.
Gunn loves his animals,
He does.
and we'll get there. And Gunn loves the non-traditional family.
Guardians.
Guardians is a perfect example of it. When you have that group
Brightburn.
put together, he likes the non-traditional family,
Yeah.
and this is what's more non-traditional than a literal alien landing in Kansas with 2 farmers, for God's sakes.
Yeah. No, it's true. And the way they did the Kent in this one, like obviously everyone knows, like, in the original movie, in the original run of the books, yes, his dad does die from a heart attack. They did it in Smallville. They did in Man of Steel, it was a tornado, whatever. So they've done that.
He might have had a heart attack as he was holding the hand out,
He might have
telling Clark not to save him.
Very possible. Very possible. They did stuff a little different in this one, and number one, in this one, the Kents weren't played by supermodels.
Which I absolutely adored.
I loved Diane
They
Lane.
looked like,
but
I love Diane Lane.
oh my god.
I love the Kents on Smallville.
Oh yeah.
But
Ned O'Toole.
there aren't, Annette O'Toole and John Schneider, for God's sakes.
Oh, yeah.
We got a Duke boy. That's not what a Kansas farmer would look
No,
like.
and their house was always fucking massive, but it was,
The farmhouse on Smallville was gorgeous.
oh my god, it was insane. It's like
This
a dream
thing,
house.
the one here, looks like a double wide.
It's smaller,
slightly bigger.
It's smaller than the farmhouse on Living with the Land at Disney World, for
Yeah,
Christ's sake.
it's a giant field, which is what it should be.
It's
Little
a
tiny
ranch.
house,
Yep.
big farm.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's like a double wide ranch on a
Yep.
farmland.
Cows roaming out there.
Nope. And in the Kents, they're not in the movie a ton. Like there's a lot of heart from those two characters. The mom kills me talking to the cell phone
Oh my God. She's talking like an older woman would.
from
Just
the Midwest.
screaming an inch away from the cell phone on speakerphone.
So funny.
It's
Yeah,
perfect.
so
She was adorable.
they nailed the parents.
I washed your boots, Clark.
I watched the root. I love that part.
They gave you the accent.
Yeah,
Like she would have a little bit of a twang in her voice.
exactly. They're
It's-
like deep Canada. You've been to Kansas, you know.
Yeah,
right?
I know exactly what it's like.
So
there.
yeah, so where were we? So Lex has this whole scheme where he's helping this fictional character country invade this other one. He's giving a bunch of weapons. In return, he's going to get half of the other country because again, Lex likes land, right? And he's doing all this with the clone and stuff like that through a. This was a lot of people thought it was kind of weird, but it was a bunch. He has a pocket universe. He has like a little.
Yeah,
Like,
he
what I-
created his own.
His own little phantom zone, as I kind of equate it to.
Essentially, he has. It's almost like boom tube type devices where he can enter and exit.
100%.
That's the first thing that I thought of.
Yeah,
when I
exactly.
saw
No,
him.
very boom tubey, mother boxy. And then
Call it a jump point.
yeah,
That's
like a
probably
jump
the-
point. Yeah, a jump point. Like a portal gun if you play video games.
Very much.
Yeah.
Or
So
if you go to Epic Universe.
yeah, and one thing that they make abundantly clear. So right in the titles, they tell you that superheroes are not new. So you don't get any of the Superman origins in this. There's no ship. There's no crash. There's no baby lifting a truck.
I was explaining that to my old boss. I'm chit chatting with him today, and I told him like they're not treating you like an idiot going into it. They expect that you've watched Superman for the last 40 years, 50 years.
Yeah.
Whatever
He's
the
been around
case
for almost
is.
100.
You don't need to see the rocket. You don't need to know. Nobody has to tell you what the fortress is.
Yep.
Nobody has to tell you that he's dating Lois. I saw people online complaining. In this iteration, Lois already knows that he's Superman.
Yeah, they didn't fuck around. And in
They've
the
been
books,
together.
that
There's
became
none of that.
New 52 right off the bat. They know.
You don't need the moonlighting, will they, won't they kind of banter back and forth.
Yeah, because
Just
again,
dive right in.
because that would take away from the rest of the movie. You'd be spending too much time on it.
You don't need it.
And then basically you're just remaking Superman 1.
Exactly.
So-
Although, if we could get to Niagara with the champagne glass hot tub again,
That'd be good.
that was amazing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That was good. Been searching for that hotel ever since.
So in this universe, there's all these other characters, and as Lex is doing all this stuff, you start getting all these other characters.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about them. So number one, and we missed another homage to the original Chris Reeve Superman is they brought back Miss Tessmacher and Otis, which I thought was
They did.
cute.
Otis was amazing.
Otis was dope.
I absolutely loved Otis
Yeah.
and I was trying to. Did he ever call him by name? Maybe
Yeah,
once.
and when
he
he's in
said
the
it
command deck.
once. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're disengaging the ship, doesn't he yell to him?
Yeah.
But I was watching for it in the credits
Yeah.
after.
And again, the thing with Otis is he's not like he's working for Lex Luthor a little more like modernized high tech because they have this giant command center. And one thing they're doing is because Lex is so smart, he's been watching Superman for like the 3 years he's been around leading up to this, and like charting all of his attack moves.
Such a smart way. So it's not just trying to build a creature bigger or strong enough, like a doomsday type thing. They can just beat him with brute force.
Mm-hmm.
Lex is really trying to engineer this whole thing. And he has a series of people essentially at game boards punching in or just calling out, I should say,
Yep.
different movesets.
Yep.
And Ultraman is just programmed.
Yeah, he's basically playing Street Fighter.
So this is the way Lex basically created a proxy for himself so he can fight Superman.
Pretty much. And it's probably one of many because eventually I get the armor eventually, I would think, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
to the point where, because
Yeah, go ahead.
to the point where even all of his little his soldiers in his Planet Watch, they do this thing called Planet Watch. It's what he pitches to the government as the way to stop Kryptonians, or the Kryptonian, with Engineer Ultraman in his Raptors, which is like almost like a Halo kind of.
Very much so, Halo. Yeah.
But they're purple and green armor, just like the toys we had when we were kids.
I'm dying
his
to see
colors.
if that's what the next step is.
100%.
If you actually
There's
get
no
him in the
fucking
armor.
way it's not. 100% it is.
It'd be amazing.
They even did one. I told you. I thought we were gonna get it because one of the packs of like the kids' toys has Lex in a purple and green like.
You used to be able to
like,
buy him in the
undersuit.
superpowers set
100%.
in that armor.
Yeah, I have it in the McFarlane stuff. So,
Yeah.
again, it's just all kinds of. Again, Gunn being a massive DC comic fan, he's just like, yeah, here's all these little like breadcrumbs.
All very true to the Superman story.
Oh,
like
of course.
all of these things
Nothing-
come from one of the source materials.
Yeah, and nothing's really there without a purpose. So again, the other characters in the world. So actually, there's one there without a purpose, but kind of so.
Yeah.
So you're introduced to the Justice Gang.
Mm-hmm.
That's not our name. Title pending, right? And it's Maxwell Ward, who his brother plays in this. Kurt from Gilmore Girls.
If we get one quick little snippet.
Like 30 seconds. It was hilarious, though.
I think he has one line.
Just one line in this. Yep, you'll get
And
more.
he's
of him
shown
in
on like a magazine
You'll
cover.
get more than Peacemaker. As you said before, DC is very much known for their titans of industry and their rich people.
Mm-hmm.
He's just another rich guy who funds this makeshift group of superheroes.
It all comes down. All of these guys, they're all basically Trump with armor, right? Good Trump,
Yeah.
bad Trump.
Yeah.
That's good Trump becomes Iron Man, bad Trump becomes Doom. It's the same thing.
pretty
There's
much,
a lot of rich people on both sides of this.
Yeah.
Maxwell Ward being one of them,
100%.
Luther being one. Yeah.
So he's got a paid
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle, yeah,
Ted
yeah,
Kord.
yeah.
I mean,
the
it's-
cords, yep. Blue Beetle, by the way, just because you brought him up, not in this movie, but Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, the kid from Cobra Kai, does exist in this universe.
He does.
He was the first one that James going, yeah, no, you're staying.
The movie was already made, but Gunn approved of.
There was,
the
yeah,
cut.
and the movie was excellent. So he's got a Green Lantern, not Ryan Reynolds, the one Reynolds played. He's got Guy Gardner, the shitty Green Lantern. He's got Hawk Girl, doesn't really do a whole ton. Hawk Girl, she's got wings, she's a hawk.
She shrieks.
She shrieks. And you got Mr. Terrific, who a lot of people thought is the breakout character of the movie.
To the point where Gunn is talking about giving him his own TV show.
Yes.
This kid was amazing.
You want to do the Terrifics? Go for it. But so
It's there.
Mr.
Yeah.
Terrific, as you want to know, is the smartest character in all of DC Comics. He'll tell you he's the third smartest because he doesn't want the guff, but he is the smartest.
And oh, by the way, another rich guy. 'Cause
Yep.
How are you building all these things without the
Well,
cash?
exactly. Well, now, I mean, I think they alluded to Maxwell Ward's paying for it all, but he's got a ship and he's got his T-spheres and stuff. And so, but they're like, oh, that's a weird pull. It's a weird pull, number one, because it's a gun movie. But number two, he serves a very specific function in this movie. Your bad guy is opening portals and dimensional rifts and all this other bullshit. So there makes sense at some point in time, you need a smart good guy to help work on the stuff or
You need
enter or
another super
counteract it.
scientist.
And you're not going to burn Batman.
No.
So you need a smart guy. And Mr. Terrific was the perfect one to use.
And you know what? That's for all of Batman's brains. I could see a Batman calling in a Terrific.
100%, because this isn't like strategy. This isn't, this isn't risk. This is
This isn't
actual like
putting
science
pieces
and coding
together.
and
This
stuff.
is You
Yeah.
need the technology. And
Exactly.
for all of Batman's powers, Terrific is still a better.
Yep.
He's better in that area. Right.
So, yeah, exactly. Also in this show, you have a character called Metamorpho. Very, very weird character, very old school character. His thing is he can basically create elements. He has a living periodic table pretty much. He's in there also for a very specific purpose. He's how Lex gets a hold of kryptonite because he can metastasize it.
Exactly.
It's
So
exactly how it works in the books.
Lex actually works the evil genius very well. He's holding Metamorpho hostage
Yep.
by kidnapping his kid.
Exactly. Baby Joey, one of the weirder parts of the thing, but Baby Joey's canon.
I mean,
in
Baby
the
Joey
comics.
is canon.
He's
I
in
mean,
canon.
and you get to see the shot of Rex and his wife and Baby Joey at the end of the movie. So it's there.
Yep. And then obviously you got Lex and Jimmy and all that stuff, but you also get Krypto the Super Dog. First appearance of Krypto the Super Dog.
Adorable as hell.
Adorable as hell.
Again, I see a bunch of people online that haven't seen the movie bitching about the fact that they're leading with a dog.
The dog's been around since the 50s.
The dog was around before Supergirl, I believe.
Dog showed up. Yeah. There's 4 issues for Supergirl, I think.
Yeah, it's
And I won't get too. We don't want to go into because we only have like roughly an hour to burn. But if you go, do yourself a favor, go online and go on YouTube and look up the story of why James Gunn put Krypto in the movie. And if
You're gonna cry.
If you're a dog lover,
if you have
your heart
any
will
kind
melt.
of a heart.
Yeah, unless you're just an absolute C word.
Yeah.
But again, and why Krypto is the way Krypto is, it's amazing. Just go watch it.
And it all
Also,
ties into what's coming next.
Yep. Also, last weekend was the basically the number one weekend in history of recorded world of dog adoptions.
It was up like 500%.
500% from 500% increase from the year before.
It's
just in one weekend.
Just based off of this movie.
Yep. Because maybe you didn't have a dog, and this was what your parents realized. Okay, everyone needs their dog, or maybe you lost a dog and you decided, hey, now it's time to fill the void. But
and they refer to Krypto as a foster.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a rescue dog.
Yep, he's a rescue dog. Yep, exactly. And a lot of our four-legged friends found good forever homes hopefully this weekend. So that's excellent. I'm a dog guy, so. Why is Krypto a foster? Well, the big surprise was, if you pay attention, it was a surprise, but not a post-credit scene because that's not how they're doing shit in this world. But you do get the first live-action appearance of the new Supergirl in this movie at the end too.
Pitch perfect.
Oh my God, bring it! Now we have the poster for Supergirl.
So good. This isn't your Melissa Benoist Supergirl. This isn't your.
It's different.
This isn't Helen. This is it.
You know, I think some people bitched about. You have to know the Women of Tomorrow storyline. Even the jacket was on. It makes perfect sense.
Canon. This is Supergirl from the
comics. This is how this is going to work. It's a different take. She's not Superman. She's just his cousin.
And that's what they tried to do in the first Supergirl movie.
Yeah.
It was just...
That movie sucks. She fights a witch on a...
It's one of those that you're happy it exists because they were making superhero movies,
of course,
but...
Yeah,
it's not
unwatchable, right?
Slater's not... Yeah.
So, again, all these pieces on the board, right? There was no... I'll spoil this. There's no Batman. There's no Robin. None of that stuff. There's no Wonder Woman.
You did get an alcoholic Supergirl.
You did. You got, yeah.
That didn't give the dog any boundaries.
Exactly.
Which
And you have the
amazing.
Superman robots, where some people were like, why is there robots? Again, All-Star Superman, 101, robots are canon, right? And it was the way for him to get all his buddies in. Alan Tudyk,
Everybody,
Rooker,
his wife got a wife. Yeah,
Palm, who plays Mantis in Guardians.
Yep.
That's how everyone got it, right?
They all got a line in there.
Yeah. So
these the robots were like J.J. Abrams stormtroopers.
Exactly.
All the friends get to say a line.
Exactly. So you had all these characters on the board, and I want to give away too much. I want people to, if you haven't seen it, I want people to go see this movie because it's fun. It's just a good time. But Lex does the scheme thing, and the scheme thing kind of blows up, and all the heroes have to come and do their thing and save the day, and there's some moments and stuff, and it's really cute. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in this movie that works. Do you want to go over what's some stuff that sticks out to you as in this movie, like what works so well about it?
For me, the biggest thing for me was just the tone of the movie. It's light. It's fun. Yeah. The movie is bright.
Yeah.
It's not, in terms of your color palette, in terms of the general feel of it, it is the polar opposite of
everything.
The Snyderverse.
Yeah.
Snyder was very a dark, gritty take on the characters, which I absolutely adored, right? Yeah. This is, you're bringing Clark, Superman, back to the Boy Scout. Like, when we were a kid, there used to be ads in the comics, and I believe there was actually a commercial of like Superman saving a cat from a tree. In this movie, you physically have him saving a squirrel in the middle of a battle.
I forgot about the squirrel.
He saved the squirrel and very carefully set it down.
A Godzilla monster.
Exactly. He's concerned about, you have a kaiju monster that started at like my knee that is now taller than skyscrapers, and his only concern is, other than saving people, is he wants to capture it so he can put it in an intergalactic zoo.
Again, very all-star Superman.
Which comes from canon. He has a zoo. He's not looking to harm anybody, which makes Lex's evil plan, the ploy, that much harder to take, right? Mm-hmm. He's turning, everybody sees this kid as the ultimate Boy Scout, and to see that turn, to see the crowd throwing cans at him and things like that. It's that, as much as I didn't like the whole story, the whole message piece of it, like that kind of, that's the one thing I bumped into. I understand it as a story. And it's something to use to move the story forward. You needed something to put, and it create doubt in Superman 2. So the biggest problem with this character is how you write for a being that's all powerful, right?
God.
How do you give that character stakes? And Gunn found the way. He went to the character's heart.
Yeah.
He went to the character's confidence. He found a way to chip away at what makes him Superman, right? And it was an interesting take. he made it believable that somebody like Lex could, because you go in and you have to know who Lex is, and he is the evil genius. So the idea that he created an Ultraman and the engineer, okay, you're going with that right away, right? And that's kind of the beauty of the whole gun of it all. He, right down to the dog, it's all heart. Yeah. The entire movie.
Yeah, I mean, so you're very right.
And it'll bring it right back to the last scene. We won't go there yet. But
so for me, the number one thing that stands out is the on top of the tone and just the overall world building is the cast is stellar in this movie.
Oh my God.
David Cornsweet is better than I hoped he could be. Like
looking at the still shot, looking at the poster, I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
He's Superman. Superman again. I said before, Superman's was never really a very well written character. So he's a tough nut to crack. He's a god. Like, how do you do it? But the one thing that always made Superman interesting is almost like kind of like when you have like the little angel and devil on your shoulder. He always had these two linchpins. Mm-hmm. And again, everyone in this movie does a great job. Nathan Fillion is an amazing Guy Gardner. I'm a huge Green Lantern fan. That was huge. Everyone killed it, right? I still
see that as Ishmael. I was watching Now You See Me last night. I'm like, he's playing friggin' Woody.
I do love how Nathan Fillion is like, when they were talking like moments that they hope happens, he wants the scene from when Batman punches Guy Gardner in the face, and I kind of want it to.
Oh, yeah.
But what makes Superman, what even made the old Reeve stuff work is there's these two linchpins in Superman's life. There's a Lois, and there's a Lex. And if you get good Lois and Lexes, like Margot Kidder and Gene Hackman, you end up with Superman and Superman 2.
Works amazing.
If you get bad ones, and nothing against Amy Adams, right? She's a good actress. She wasn't Lois. She doesn't do Lois for me at all. No. And you get whatever the hell Granny's peach tea was and shit, you end up with Man of Steel in BVS. And then...
And it's crazy.
And as far as Routh goes, Kevin Spacey sucked in that movie. And what's Justin Long's wife's name? Kate Bosworth?
Yeah.
Sucked in that movie. Horrible,
she wasn't
right?
Lois either.
Nicholas Hoult fucking owns this movie.
The cast was pitch perfect. And, right down to the parents, everybody.
Oh yeah, it was. But so he was awesome, and Rachel Brosnahan.
Brosnahan.
Yeah. Okay. Like when I read, again, go back to read. So when I read comic books, I hear the voices in my head because I'm insane. But
no, I think we all do that.
Margot's Kidder's voice is Lois, always will be. But if you watch Superman the Animated Series or anything like that, she is Margot Kidder. She is animated Lois Lane. She fucking kills it to the point where even the last the third act, she's got the purple cardigan on, for Christ's sakes.
This was Lois, right down to was she wearing Doc Martens or work boots? Like
she hates the coffee. I mean, they did everything besides the ripping butts. That's because
the whole thing is she has that rough edge to her.
But it's exactly how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Like I could picture, one of the more recent Superman anime movies was that Super Sons movie. Mm-hmm. It's right. She
taking the little digs at Clark.
Oh my God!
Clark gets the front page and it says like
awesome.
Poke. Yeah.
Everything. It's Lois Lane 101, and they nailed those two characters so well that it elevates everything else. Because if one of those falters, you're fucking screwed, right?
You hit the big three. You hit a home run with all of them. So it gives you the backbone with which you can build the rest of this off of.
And the score was excellent. I could use a little bit more Williams, but it was excellent.
It's the city, the overall view of Metropolis, the scenes,
everything looked gorgeous.
I love the idea that the fortress is not a permanent place.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
He leaves, the fortress
in the world of satellites and drones and shit. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, they tie it all in. The Daily Planet, while being a traditional newspaper, you're seeing all of your talking heads that are out there. You have your Tucker Carlson proxy. Yeah. You have your Fox News proxy. They all exist in this world.
And you brought that up. One thing I will say is a lot of people are online, and maybe it's just me because I was so emotionally excited to see this movie. People are like, to me, there's no political shit in this movie at all.
Okay, let's say, this is a good segue. Let's just pause here for 1 second. People are claiming and bitching and moaning that this movie is woke in some way. Why did you have to change the Superman character? I saw one guy talking about, I don't want to see Superman get his ass kicked all the time. Did you not see
Where have you been
of these
the last 85 years? Have you not read a book? He always does. Why? Because he never goes more than like 15% unless it's doomsday.
Exactly. So everybody's sitting here saying, they're bastardizing it. It's some kind of a political statement. He is literally the biggest immigrant we've ever had into this
Yeah.
world, right?
Yeah.
He's a literal alien.
The last son of Krypton.
That's it. It's not.
1938. Look it up.
There's nothing woke about this.
There's not at all.
I don't understand. This is the truest take. If you're saying that you've never read or seen a Superman comic or movie or anything like that before, there's nothing there. Any of the bitching and moaning that I've seen online is coming from people that haven't seen it.
Yeah.
They read something, they saw the trailer,
Snyder
they saw a
fuck
clip.
boys.
They're not happy with it. This is, and I love, I guess your most political is not in Superman itself. Gunn does take little digs on the society.
Oh, yes, he does.
All of the talking heads, when you see the stories break, and you're seeing slightly different spins on each of the stories.
That's life. Life imitates art.
And there's a running thing going through the whole movie where Superman doesn't read social media.
Yes.
He doesn't pay attention to it.
Hashtag super shit.
Yep. All of that. You get into the Pocket Universe, and Lex
This was the best.
literally has trained monkeys
500
just
monkeys.
posting
Just
shit
posting
about
tweets.
Superman constantly.
Which is half of these fucking dickheads at home.
It's his version of just bots throwing shit out there. Just angry monkeys, like screaming at the keyboard. Oh my God.
I was fucking dying.
I think it worked on two different levels. I think this very much gives you a window into what we do as a world right now. I mean, you see it, any of the bullshit that we see, these people haven't even seen the damn movie.
No.
Like Mike Francesa from Fan, like big sports guy.
He's not dead
He's
yet?
been on the radio since I was like yay high.
Yeah. He's like
Posted
150.
like a 6-minute Superman review, and I don't think he saw the damn movie. He's just bitching about things. I don't see Superman get beat up. I don't see this. Okay, don't.
He always does.
Don't go. But the other thing that struck me with the monkeys is if we take a step back, it wasn't that long ago that the internet and the woke crowd, before we were even saying woke very much, tried to cancel James Gunn off the face of this earth. They tried to run him down for tweets that he had posted when he was young and stupid and didn't think it was coming back, and had already apologized for multiple times.
And they weren't even that bad.
They dug them back up and tried to cancel him to the point where Disney fired him.
Yeah.
And they released him from the Guardian property, which is how DC got a chance at him to begin with. That's the only reason he did Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Now, he likes those kind of messed up characters. But
he wouldn't have been allowed to.
But no, he would have been under lock and key.
Yep.
And Disney paid a boatload to get him to go back and do Guardians 3. A boatload. But that was it.
Went, I'm going to Superman. Fuck off.
But that was it. He was done.
Yeah.
There's nothing else there.
And we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So, and part of it is like all the, and why can all the, and we were talking about before we went on air, right? Why can all these, and we're going to step aside before we finish this talk. So, why all these people have all this stuff to bitch about that I see in the movie is because we live in a world where unfortunately movie trailers give away too much of the fucking movie.
It's a hard market right now, and you need to put your
by
best foot
comparison.
forward.
You probably saw it with Harley. There's a trailer before Superman for a movie coming out next year.
Which one?
And this trailer is the most minimal fucking trailer I've ever seen in my life, and it almost got a standing ovation. If anyone doesn't know, Christopher Nolan is making The Odyssey.
You only have like 3 lines in the whole trailer?
Yep. By the way,
Great shot of Barenthal.
Yep. By the way, tickets go on sale Monday for a movie that comes out next summer.
Looks amazing. And
even
Harley didn't know who's floating until I told her.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
But the Odyssey
Will
is one of those,
hunting in the ocean.
Yep. The Odyssey is one of those stories everyone at least partially knows.
Strange pull though. It's something that only Nolan would do.
It's a Nolan thing.
It's
But even like when they said as soon as they said Odysseus, my wife, who doesn't give two fucks about anything, jaw on the floor.
Like they're actually trying to pull that off. Yeah.
We're going.
Yeah.
By comparison, half the movie of Superman you basically saw in the trailer. You saw the fight scenes. It's all how they know he gets his ass kicked because they just
saw
gave
a lot
too
of
much
the
away.
high points. You definitely saw some of the high points.
Yeah, some of the high points. But anyway, that's just a little aside. It's part of the bitching. But I did love the monkeys.
Yeah.
What's some stuff that didn't work for you, Chris?
Like I mentioned before, the parents' message bothered me. I don't know if... I don't know how much I bumped into it. It seems a little odd. It's a visually gorgeous scene. And I'm kind of... Shout out to anybody that's heard this and listened to Fat Man Beyond, because Bernardin had much the same take that I did on this. When he's fighting Lex's squad, right?
Yes.
You know, what do they call them?
Raptors.
Raptors. His crew of Raptors come in, and you have that awesome scene where he does the midair tumble, and basically he acts as a magnet. He's sucking Raptors into himself before doing the and blowing them all out, right? He does this amazing spin cycle with his heat vision, right? But after setting up the ultimate Boy Scout, you have motherfuckers just dropping, charred chest, like burnt.
But they're all still alive.
Well, and that's the thing. And this is where Mark did a much better job explaining it. That I kind of bumped into, like, he saved the squirrel, but he just took out 200 guys. He just left bodies laying.
Yeah.
It's almost, and Mark explained, he's like, you've seen it in other movies. And I laughed out loud when I heard it. He's like, I kind of needed the T2 moment where Arnold takes out everybody, and then you just get the quick casualties, 0. Okay. He just took out that motherfucker in the leg.
Yeah.
That one, you know.
They show them all kind of like move around a little bit. At least there's one
there's
guy's
some
teeth fell out.
rolling. Yeah, you get the super punch of just teeth flying out.
Yeah,
And
I
stuff
think it was
like
more
that.
like when they're like, kill him, and you're like, yeah, good shot at that.
It was
I mean,
just one of
they
those
were
weird
there to
ones.
kill him. I mean, in
They
theory.
were definitely there to kill him.
I mean, I just forget, like, you know, he was just, you know,
I didn't
adrenaline.
bump into it terribly.
Yeah, it's probably
but-
like the biggest, like, longest fight he's had, because he's still kind of, he's only 3 years in. He's still kind of early
Yep.
on, right? So maybe it was just like an adrenaline thing.
It's-
But I love how when he was doing all that, Krypto's just got one guy off in the corner just chewing the shit out of his arm and stuff and whipping him around and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Krypto of it all was amazing. I guess the only other thing that I bumped into a tiny bit, and it didn't really bother me because I love it in the other one, you could kind of peg scenes that Gunn had done in other movies.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like the terrific of it all is Yondu with the, and that's the arrow as he's going through, and the arrow's just killing every
Yep.
motherfucker. You had little things like that, but I think that's just more Gunn's movie making, right?
Yeah, play
There's
your
certain
heads.
and terrific. You have a different spin on it.
Yeah, because Terrific was actually fighting guys for the most part, too.
He's fighting everybody out there.
Yondu's just
well
standing there
discreet.
whistling.
Yeah,
So
he's using the arrow as the weapon.
Yeah.
Right. But it's funny. There's not, most of the time I can find a bunch of nits, but this one, it's just small nits.
Yeah.
It's little things that kind of threw me. I didn't bump into Lex killing the guy. I didn't bump into any of that because it was true to the character.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a problem with Hawkgirl. My kid not so much. Hawkgirl is one of, I think, it's probably top 3 favorite DC characters.
I went back and researched this after you.
So the Scream is canon.
It is canon.
It is
She
canon.
does that.
Again, it's you know what? And I'll get to that in a second. So this version of Hawkgirl. So Hawkgirl, if anyone doesn't know, in not Egyptian, but whatever, I forget the name of they're aliens too, right? She dies and reincarnates.
Yeah.
I think the first time she came to Earth was during Egyptian times in the books.
Consistently. Yeah, that's where the whole story of
Yeah, and I think it might have been New 52 Hawkgirl where she like dies and reincarnates in like her cousin's body or something like that, which is the one I think they use now. It's not just, I thought they were going to use Just League Unlimited Hawkgirl basically, which is a little more like serious.
No, they're doing
so,
Dora the Explorer, Hawkgirl.
basically, yeah. So again, and again, Hawkgirl doesn't do a ton, but the one, like the Screech, whatever it is, there's one scene where she's screaming and they do a shot of her face. I just thought that shot sucked. That bugged me.
It's a close up. I've heard people critiquing the same thing when you get the close up of him, Superman.
Yeah.
You know, but these are the people that are also bitching that the CG looked like the stuff in that one Flashpoint
I
scene.
had no problem
which
with any of it.
I didn't bump into anything. It
No.
looked gorgeous.
Even Krypto, of course, that was a lot of hair to move. And again, I'm like literally like, we're splitting an atom here with this shit, right?
Oh yeah, I'm not. These aren't critiques at all.
No, I also did not care for the engineer character, and there's nothing against her. It's just because I am, and it's been like this since probably '92 now. Ever since Robert Patrick started it, the trope of the liquid metal / nanobot bad guy that can fit into any spot and do anything they need it to do at that point in time is kind of getting fucking old. That's all. That's like, yeah, it's like
And
whatever.
you've seen it a lot in the MCU too. I mean, it's
A
something
shit
that-
ton. I'm just
yeah.
over it, right?
Yep, I could see that. Visually, they played it well.
Oh yeah, they did.
The scene of Lex walking
Him throwing the shit up was fucking crazy too.
Oh yeah, the scene of him Lex walking to the panel in the fortress as she's just throwing saw blades, taking out every one of these guys that buzzing by his head, different directions.
Yep.
Krypto getting taken out. Yeah,
that was crazy. So yeah, again, there's that, and like I liked all the planets. I liked all of it.
Yes,
man.
I will say the one thing that I did really like about Hawkgirl is both Hawkman and Hawkgirl, they don't have the moral compass that a Superman does.
Zero.
They'll kill. And
because they're 1,000 years old back when shit was savage.
that little shot of, duh, you won't kill me. You're just like Superman. I'm nothing like Superman.
Drops him.
Bloop.
The only thing is, like, Hawkgirl would have probably, like, not only let him go, but, like, double-handed maced him into the ground at 1,000 miles an hour and shattered him.
They're implying that she literally killed the leader of a foreign government.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, and we're going to get into Easter eggs in a second too, and just some little stuff that like we might have noticed that plays other stuff. But if you had to give me what was your favorite scene in the movie?
Okay, I'm going to be a softie. It built up to the one payoff at the end. And honestly, it is hard, and DJ can attest, and my family can attest, it is hard to get me to feel emotion.
Yeah, you're a nice queen.
In a movie, right? I mean, I'm like, oh, the dog's cute. This is great. There's things that I like. The last scene, and they build up this whole thing, when Superman is going back to the fortress to heal, they put up the message from his parents, because it calmed him as he's going through it. Fast forward to the very end of the movie after the whole, go spread your seed, fuck bitches, do your thing, take over the world.
Get money.
Basically be Red Son, Superman kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
To where I've put on the, how do they say it? It's not a message.
Message from your parents.
Put on the message from your parents. Did he say the same thing?
Yeah.
Again, but this time when he looks up, it is all scenes from his own childhood.
Yeah.
It is Christmas morning. It is him opening a dinosaur. It is him playing in the field with his father.
Yeah.
And the one that just kicked me right in the balls, it's Pa Kent holding him up, as every father has since, and having Clark fly.
Yeah, that one got me too.
Oh.
Yeah, that got me too. It
just, roll a tear. It was pitch perfect as to, it doesn't matter where you came from. This is your foundation. These are the people that raised you. And that's what he was building towards. At the end of the day, all of these gun stories are family stories. Mm-hmm. It comes down to, in Guardians, it's not the family you had. Like, you had mother dies. Mm-hmm. But you have Yondu stepping in as that surrogate father figure. Yeah. And the family...
Because your father's a piece of shit.
The family, exactly. And the family becomes the family you chose.
Yeah.
It's the Guardians, right? It's very much that thing. This is the family that, by circumstance, the Kents ended up with him.
Yeah.
But it's still your non-traditional family and it kind of crystallized everything. You get this great shot of him with a smile on his face. It's like everything finally clicked. Yeah. Right? He's not where he came from. He's not the parents of the message or any of that. He is the man he is because of how he was raised. And it's just it is the most gun moment of the entire thing. That he is just, it brings it full circle.
Excellent. Okay, so I didn't go as deep with the my favorite scenes. Obviously, I love the fact that there's I'm not gonna give too much away, but Mr. Terrific has these little T-sphere balls, and Lex has the orbs the drones that he uses to pump the video feed into his watchtower, so he can basically command Ultraman to fight Superman. And Krypto thinks they're toys, and Krypto fucks them all. And it was awesome.
Yeah, the fact that Superman mid-battle, Krypto, get the toys.
Get the toys. So good. But my favorite scene was actually, something we talked about, and I was wrong. So the scene in the trailer on the poster where he's putting his boots on with the monster in the background that counts like Starro.
Yeah.
Turns out it's a dimensional imp. Why is it a dimensional imp? So James Gunn can tell you there's dimensional imp, so he can do Batmite one day.
Yeah, gives him the opening.
But, him and Lois have this really, really heartfelt conversation. It's a really, really great scene, right? And she's like, are you going to go take care of that? He's like, no, they got it. And the Justice Gang's out there fighting it.
Which is interesting because when you saw the clip in the trailer,
Yeah.
you don't see Green Lantern. You just see the imp.
Yeah, exactly.
there.
Yeah. So
They kind of stripped out all of that.
like again, as we were talking about trailers ruining everything. Slow clap with the bait and switch on that one.
Very much so, because
Yeah.
people were like, "What the hell is he sitting in his apartment? That thing's literally flying outside his window."
But there's a scene where they're fighting it, and then all of a sudden they're having this real heartfelt moment in the middle of it. Just a giant fucking green wiffle ball bat comes out, and you just hear bong, bong, bong. Like it's like when you hit like a dodgeball with a stick.
Yeah.
And I just laughed because it's so Green Lantern. It's ridiculous.
It's everything about the Guy Gardner Green Lantern,
It was pitch perfect.
and he is kind of the Dick Green Lantern.
He is.
So when he's overseas fighting in the war, it's the same thing.
Like when they're fighting the kaiju, like Hot Girl's like in his eyelid and shit. She's like, "Will you do something?" He's like, "Well, I put oven mitts on it." She's like, "You asshole, help me out here." It's like,
She pries open his eyes and is going poke, 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 poke.
so yeah, so that's
Childish as all hell.
it was just that.
It's amazing.
So yeah, it's just again, it's as Green Lantern being my favorite character. It was so I can't. Are we ever got a live action Guy Gardner? I can't believe it. Okay, so a couple little Easter eggy things that, or
Sure.
like just breadcrumbs that I found. So let's talk about Ultraman, right? Mm-hmm. Again, a clone of Superman. They've cloned Superman many times. One of the incarnations of Superboy was a clone, right?
Going to after the death of Superman. That's,
Yep, after Superman. We talked about Nico Rayman from Quest for Peace, right? So they've done this before. Cyborg, Superman, all this kind of stuff, right?
You'll get to Connor at some point. You got to Connor
Exactly.
and Titans.
Yep.
I mean, it's already been done.
So that was one part of Ultraman. The other part of Ultraman was, and I might be grasping like at the finest of straws, but the suit he's in, with the goggles and everything, very reminiscent of Doomsday's suit before.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah.
That's why
it could go either way.
I took a lot of Doomsday from that with the goggles. But there's a line, and now I can give you the old like Waka Waka, where he tells Superman, is like, he's just like you, but he's dumber. Why? Because this clone of Superman will eventually become Bizarro. I bet my fucking house on it.
When I was watching it, that's the first thing I thought of.
Bizarro. To the point when he's in the pocket dimension, when the kryptonite hits him, you see like his like skin kind of deteriorate. I'm like, Bizarro. And Bizarro ends up in the pocket universe.
You kind of had hints of it too. When Superman was under the effects of the kryptonite, you could kind of see there was one shot there that almost looked exactly like him.
Very bizarre. So I think that's definitely how they're going with that one.
Yeah. That's, you know what? I did lie. That is one thing that I bumped into that I said after you. The reveal after the helmet came off was just a little too evil Anakin for me. The hair falling down over one of the faces.
Yeah,
like,
a little emo-ish.
just be careful. He has the high ground.
Yeah, he does have the high ground.
He has the high ground.
It's Bizarro.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Raptors having the same color armor as the Superpowers toys.
Certainly.
Let's see what else was called. They showed the Hall. We get first live action Hall of Justice.
And is the actual Hall of Justice.
It is.
They filmed at the building that was the model for the Hall of Justice in the comics, in the cartoons, the whole thing. And Harley loved it.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because when she looked at it, she's like, oh my God, they didn't even try it. They just hung plastic over the store.
Yeah.
Like you can see where the souvenir shop is.
Yeah.
You can see
it
was, they literally just took over the building and put furniture in the lobby because the outside of it is the building you needed.
Yeah, that's it.
You didn't have to do anything else. It's under construction.
Yep. And
throw a bunch of boxes in, some crates, some plastic.
And even in the inside, there's the mural of the JSA, Justice Society of America.
That is the one thing they changed inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in that is, I picked out a couple. There's Wildcat.
Mm-hmm. Wildcat's pretty prominent.
Pretty prominent. Dr. Fate, one of my favorites. The Jay Garrick Flash.
Yep.
I think I saw the original Sandman.
I believe he did.
Like that was like what was his name? Like Kent Bartmers or something like that. I don't know, something
Kurt,
like
Kent.
Kurt, maybe Carl, because Kent was is Dr. Fate.
Yeah, Kent is Dr. Fate.
Yeah, and I think I saw Our Man, maybe.
Let me see. Oh, keep going.
The original Mr. Terrific wasn't there because he's a JSA member. So again, no Stargirl.
No.
But there's someone broke it. When you freeze it, or when you when you illegally record the movie and you can break it down by frame, which we didn't do.
Yeah.
You can barely look at. But again, just go show you that all these like legacy characters have existed, right, in the world. So there was that. Again, there's some stuff for the Superman robots. Like you said, the stuff with the parents. There's the Supergirl stuff. trying to think what else. There's a couple other little things in there. They brought up some Green Lantern stuff, which was like some little hints.
Yeah, you kind of had a couple little deep cuts there.
Yeah.
Leading to that, you're definitely building to something more with Maxwell Lord.
100%.
So you know that he's paying and funding this.
Yep.
But that'll hopefully pay off in Peacemaker.
Yep. And then it wasn't really an Easter egg, but something that they kind of, I'm probably taking this the wrong way because I'm a horrible pig of a human, but they kind of gave Jimmy Olsen a superpower in this thing.
That he's John Holmes?
That he's got a giant hog, basically, because every chick in this movie wants to fuck Jimmy Olsen.
It's the craziest thing. Everybody loves Jimmy.
It's hilarious.
He looks like Jimmy. He's got the reddish brown hair, the freckles, the whole thing. He just happens to be like Don Juan Doe and Nooch, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I guess so.
It's unbelievable. And that is, won't spoil it for you, but that plays a big part in bringing this to conclusion.
The whole story arc, It's it was pretty funny. And we talked about Otis and Miss Tessmacher.
Yep, you get some little shout outs back to the original.
Unlike, I thought we were going to get more like, I thought that scene when they go into the prison in the Pock universe was going to be full of like, hey, there's Metallo, hey, there's...
You know what I liked about it, though? It's all the people that pissed Lex off.
It's basically all the people that wrote a bad tweet about Lex. He locked him up in a fucking pocket.
He just fucking erases anybody that pisses him off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if you want to get political, that might be kind of.
But no, it's basically that's just petty.
It's basically Lex canceling people out.
Yeah, there's an ex-girlfriend. It's like he just locks him up.
You're annoying. We're putting you away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I mean, and I'm not going to give away like the best scene in the movie towards the end. But you do get something very much where he's like, I took it as like hey, we can do that too, Marvel.
It's incredibly satisfying.
It is. But go see it to get that towards the end. It's amazing. So, okay, so all that tried to ramble for a bit with. I don't want to we gave some stuff away obviously, but nothing like too much. Spoilerish, but not everything.
Yeah, there's certainly spoilers there, but nothing that should keep you from going to see the movie.
Exactly. So, what is score 1 through 10? What's the Chris Davis score for Superman? Is it still what it was before?
I mean, before I was saying 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'd say it's solid like 8.5, 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go 9,
I mean, I was very high on this movie.
Yeah, me too.
And I was excited that it was coming out, but I didn't have high expectations.
Yeah.
And I went in as such, right? I wasn't going to be too high or too low. There was nothing I needed to get out of it. And it was a fun as hell 2 hours at the movies.
So good.
The thing was just
a nice
fun.
tight 2 hours too.
It's just, you're never going to look at your watch. It's just pure joy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go in and be shitty about it, yes, you can nitpick the hell out of it. If you just want to go in and see a summer blockbuster and have fun, I can't recommend anything more.
Yeah. I mean, and all those people that sit there and fucking harp on the Snyder shit, that's cool, no problem. But guess what?
Hey.
Don't show up when they do Batman. Stay the fuck home and go fuck yourself.
My daughter's going again
You don't deserve
tomorrow.
to go.
I'm taking my wife tomorrow. I mean, this is...
When Clayface comes out, don't go.
It's not going to surprise me. That'll be 3 times for me. I could easily see this being a 4 or 5 time movie on the big screen because on the big screen it is beautiful.
It is.
I saw it in IMAX the second time. I highly recommend it if you can get to one.
Yeah, or I am anything IMAX equivalent.
It is, yeah. We saw it in RPX theater the first time, which was good.
Which is basically just like IMAX for the most part. But no, IMAX is crazy,
the
right?
Bigger screen with the it was unbelievable.
Yeah, you definitely need the 7.1. It's
you're just immersed in the entire movie.
Yeah.
Now I want them to show this in the Sphere in Vegas, so I can just sit in the middle
with the Backstreet Boys.
Just turn around. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm saying they're there.
Those fuckers are there now.
They're already there.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah. So,
but they are doing it for the Wizard of Oz.
There we go. Fuck that. So again, hopefully it has a good second weekend. I think What
was your score?
9 out of 10. I'm staying at 9. I same thing. Even my third time, the phone didn't come out obviously because I'm not an asshole, right? I'm not gonna do that. But I was just as into it.
Go and have fun. That's all I can tell you.
My kid, even my wife liked it. She doesn't really care about the superhero stuff.
That's what I told Heather. I'm like, Harley and I were talking to her, and I'm like, listen, I will be shocked if you walk out of this theater and don't like it, because that's not usually her thing. She'll watch it with me, but most of the Marvel movies or anything, I go with the kid, I go with you. Yeah. She rarely sees it until they come home, if at all.
It's just, I just want to, and before we get into Fanmore, it's just something I wanted to point out. So again, as everyone, Marvel, Superman's opening weekend. I'm just going to list off. These are all the Marvel movies that had a worse opening weekend than Superman.
Ooh. Oh, we're getting petty. I love this.
I am. Because again, I said too, and It was funny because our friend Cliff's a big MCU guy. Which I like the Marvel movies
I like
too.
the Marvel
whatever.
stuff too. Yeah.
But people need to realize that they don't need to realize. That's the bad way of saying it. I think people tend to forget that 75% of everything Marvel's done has basically been dog shit. It just moved your carrot down the road to get you to Avengers Assemble.
You get to a lot of my reviews sounding very similar. When I say it's just connective tissue, you really didn't give me anything. You're just putting more chess pieces on the board.
And that's Chris's nice way of saying, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, it just didn't do anything for
Yeah.
me.
So
That's
Superman opening weekend beat out the Thunderbolts, Captain America, Brave New Hulk,
fine. That didn't take much.
the Marvels,
Yeah.
which I think it beat the entire theatrical run of the Marvels
Wouldn't
in one
shock me
weekend.
there, yeah.
It beat Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. It beat
That surprises me.
It beat Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. It beat Ant-Man and the Wasp. It barely lost to Love and Thunder.
That was going to be a tough one. That was a fun movie.
It was fun. I like that too. I don't count any of the Sony stuff in this. It smoked all the Sony stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't look at it.
It beat the Eternals.
It'd be mean to throw Craven
It
in
beat
there.
Shang-Chi. It beat Black Widow. I give Black Widow a pass. That was a different banger.
Yeah, that's COVID.
It beat Far From Home.
But little shout out to Scarlett Johansson for being the biggest box office draw in movie history.
Yeah, I know. That's a.
She overtook Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, that's a even the same as that's some crooked accounting right there.
That's
some cooking the books.
If he appears in a movie, he gets credit for it.
That's a crock of shit. It beat where was I? It beat Ant-Man and the Wasp. Mm-hmm. It beat Ragnarok. It beat Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Did beat Ragnarok, huh?
Beat Ragnarok. It beat Logan. It beat Doctor Strange.
I can see it being Logan because Logan was that's a darker tone.
Yeah, it beat we're not going. It beat Ant-Man. It beat Guardians
Ant-Man.
1. I'm just skipping. They have like all the Fox stuff here too, so I'm trying to skip around it. It beat Winter Soldier. It beat Dark World. It beat Iron Man 1. It beat a lot. It beat a lot of it.
So just take a second there.
Hulk.
And now you're thinking about this. Superman's coming out in a world where movie going is vastly different.
And superhero fatigue is a real thing.
Oh my God. We've been at this thing for 15 years now.
More than that, 20.
There's some of the stuff I watch them all. I don't go back and rewatch like I used to.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Nope.
So, no, I'm hoping it's going to struggle internationally. And some of that is when you look at Man of Steel, one, different time. So you're going all the way back to 2013 for Man of Steel, right? You had a heavy international draw there. That's how you got north of 600 million, approaching 700 million. Yeah. You had more people were going to the movies there. Now, so something like a Man of Steel would have stayed in the theaters for 2 months.
Yep.
This is probably going to be there 4 weeks, 5 weeks tops.
Yeah, it's going to run up against Fantastic Four, which I'm going to be interested about because I want to see what kind of numbers that does. Because Fantastic Four, it's a weird Marvel property, and I don't think it's going to be really weird for your average people.
And you even made it a harder draw by essentially shelving the characters for a while because you got in the pissing match with Fox.
And you shoved it into and people already know it's on an alternate Earth. And Galactus is a weird bad guy, and she's pregnant, and I don't know.
We're getting more multiverse stuff, which we already got in the Flash TV show, which we already got.
Yeah, I'm sick of multiverse stuff.
But
anyway, it's doing good. It's a good start.
It's doing, hey, through Thursday night, you were at 273 million worldwide. We haven't gotten any of this weekend's numbers in. Estimates that I saw were anywhere from 55 to 65 domestic for the weekend.
So we can get to 4 this weekend?
You could potentially.
Okay.
350, approaching 4. You'll have people that use it as counter programming when Fantastic Four is out too.
That's true.
So, I think it's going to have some legs.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get 7, but I think you could easily see 5, 5.5. Yeah. Which in this environment, that's a big number.
Again, for a character that doesn't perform outside the United States.
I think they're going to be very happy if they hit those numbers.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, as a Superman fan, it sucks that like Superman's only going to make about maybe 5 at the most, and somehow that fucking Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie made $1 billion. That's so weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
The movie sucked. But anyway, Let's go ahead and get into Mount Fanmore.
Okay, so what are we doing this week?
FANMore!
Let's do Mount Fanmore of characters that we cannot wait for James Gunn to pull into his weird
Okay.
Superman universe. Oh, is that how
All
we're
right.
doing it?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And I say it like
So-
that because we're leaving out all the Bat people.
Yeah, so when you phrase it like that, I mean,
I didn't mean to phrase it like that. I just
no. Yeah, I think you're doing a good job because the way I'm looking at it, if we're looking just Superman universe, it immediately makes me think, okay, who can I belt onto the Justice gang?
Yeah, or
right?
yeah.
Like who could Maxwell Lord do, or who can you put in that doesn't necessarily have any connective tissue to anybody else
Yeah.
that you could insert?
And I
right?
say it like that because I
Yeah.
immediately disqualified all the Batman and all his
I-
gallery of sidekicks.
If there's
in the
anybody that
Titans
you
and
need
stuff.
Batman to explain, right, which immediately takes out the Titans as well.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
any of the immediately take out Justice League Dark. As much as I want to see those characters that they don't naturally tie in, and tonally they don't fit at all.
no.
That's going to be a shift when you get there.
That's more like, do they throw one in Clayface somewhere? Do
Yeah,
Deadman show up in
possibly.
Clayface?
You could see a dead man, or maybe you see the demon, or
The table just
Swamp Thing. Like those kind of characters will tie in somewhere there.
We're
okay.
okay. Yeah.
All right.
What you got?
So, where do I want to lead off here? So, one thing that could easily be tied into, because you're already seeing Rick Flag Sr., you're seeing some of the government agents, seeing things like that. It would be painfully easy to have a metahuman that's working on the police force,
Okay.
right? So that immediately brings somebody like the Elongated Man
Excellent.
into play.
Okay.
Because we're going to see Stretchy Man next weekend. I get it. Elongated Man for DC was always the more grounded of the characters. Plastic Man is very campy.
Yes.
That you need a different setup there. But it would be very easy to bring in Ralph and, as one of the investigators on the case. And he's trying, you could easily see how those powers would translate and how he could fit seamlessly into that universe.
I had a very similar thought. My metahuman that works for the government actually has a military rank assigned to him. It's Captain Adam.
Yeah, that would work.
Captain
Most
Adam.
definitely.
Big shiny dude. Be a nightmare to CGI.
Nightmares, although in a world that you can do the Silver Surfer, as well as it looks they did, it's there. And Captain Adam would definitely tie into the government
Yeah.
piece of it.
Yeah.
Like, it ties into the whole scene, like, the metahumans are taking over now. So it would mean, it makes sense that the government would want their own. Yeah, I like that. I got to jot that one down. Okay. So one of the things we're seeing all over the place, and I'm always partial to these characters because it grounds some of the shit in reality, is you have the crazy intelligent scientists all over. You have Mr. Terrific. You have Lex as the bad guy. Go into the MCU. You have Tony Stark. You have all of that. Hank Pym, right? This would be a really easy place to insert Firestorm.
That's a good one.
That's something where you don't need the Firestorm origin story.
Yeah. Could we do the original one?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
I want Professor Stein. Yeah, that's not.
Okay.
I don't like any of the other
No Legends
incarnations.
of Tomorrow bullshit.
No. I'm an OG Firestorm
There we go.
type person.
Good
and
man.
Firestorm actually does cross over with Superman multiple times
Yeah.
in there. So there is some connective tissue there.
Awesome. I'm trying to jump around my nose a bit. So you brought up, people that fit into the Justice Gang. Good. I think part of the reason that Mr. Terrific, Mr. Terrific had a little bit of an attitude to him too, right?
He's very sarcastic, very dry. It's very biting.
And obviously, Hawkgirl has a little bit of an attitude, and Guy Gardner's a prick. So, I just, who else would fit in that list?
Give it to me.
If someone just happened to show up from the future,
He was number one on my list.
technology, Booster Gold would make an amazing Justice Gang member.
It was the first name I wrote down.
Amazing.
Literally
I'm
the
sorry, I
first
didn't
name.
mean to steal that
No, you're fine. Booster was on
you had
there.
to know I was going Booster.
It's-
I want Booster Gold.
And it makes perfect sense.
It makes
and
so
he's
much
coin
sense.
operated.
It makes so much fucking sense.
The whole thing. He wants fame. He wants money.
He has sponsors on his fucking uniform and shit. He's a NASCAR driver.
I mean, it is ideal. Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm going to stick with my mad scientist area here. And The other thing I'm thinking is characters that were created by a scientist. I originally had the Metal Men down, but we've already kind of seen that, so you don't really need to go there. But Red Tornado.
God, I love the Red Tornado.
That is easily your hired gun. That's one that you could actually have. We've seen Red Tornado flip when he's been taken over.
Yep.
You could have that pawn
Les
game
could hack him
between
or something
him.
like that. Yep.
Yeah, you could certainly see that happening. But
Amazing.
you could easily bring that whole thing in. That the scientist behind Red Tornado is being funded by Maxwell Lord.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't take much to connect that.
Yeah.
And you don't need any other backstory.
No.
If you bring him into a Justice League later, great.
Yeah.
But
Robot.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
easy peasy.
Ooh, okay. Okay, this one, it kind of goes against my Titans rule, but then again, not an original Titan in any way, shape, or form. Just kind of like.
You just want to Alan Richardson again? I don't think he survived that bed, but that's just me.
Eventually, you have to bring up the fact that magic can hurt Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do that, you need a magician.
You want her everywhere, don't you?
You need Zatanna.
You want her everywhere.
Always Zatanna.
Yeah.
Always Zatanna. I mean, not that like I mean, honestly, and I mean, maybe not in this world, but maybe you bring her in like a Supergirl sequel, and it could be like a Thelma and Louise kind of thing with Zatanna and Supergirl. I'm just throwing shit against the wall.
You could see that. I'm very excited for Drunk Supergirl.
Yeah, me too.
Party Girl Supergirl is going to be a blast, especially playing opposite Momoa's Lobo.
Crazy. Fucking
Good
crazy.
Lord.
Crazy.
Oh, man. All right. I only have one more,
Okay.
and then I'll stop boring you.
Okay.
This ties back in right to my first pick, the elongated man type thing. Somebody that could exist in the departments that are already out there and, kind of be working in the background. And I want the Question.
They can't have them though.
I know, but it was something, never say never. Things happen all the time. But that's something where you could see, who was Renee Montoya played?
Yeah.
Was the late, well, that's the last one when I stopped reading.
Yeah.
But you've had other incarnations, obviously.
Yeah.
But the idea
Like the
that,
OG one though.
but the idea that there's somebody working for the Force.
Yeah.
That's also this, not really a meta, but supernatural type being.
Yeah. I might give you Phantom Stranger because they wear the same clothes, but
Yeah, Phantom Stranger would work.
I mean, you watched the Crisis on Infinite Earth cartoon movies, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Question was the only character that didn't port
I know.
from the Crisis into the New World.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep telling Athena too. Athena's all about the Question. She loves the Question. I'm like Athena, the fucking family wants like $1 zillion.
And it's one of those characters that you can easily move between your big boys.
Oh yeah.
Like Question can interact with Batman,
Oh,
Superman.
yeah.
It's
100%.
It's one of those things that it floats through, and it doesn't have to be a core character.
Nope.
But you could easily see it as one of the set pieces.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Helping.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
It's the it becomes the Law and Order guy. I don't want to be the guy. I want to be the guy that leads you to the guy who leads you to the guy.
100%, yeah.
The Question plays like one of those middle parts, right?
He's Munch.
Yeah.
He's comic book Munch.
Yeah, but legalese aside,
Yeah.
I would love to see it.
Okay. I had 3 more, but I'm gonna put 2 of them as a pair because they go together.
Okay.
We're already getting them in animated form, so it only makes sense that they're going to cast voices that will eventually show up in live action, and that's and if you're not going to know these characters. They're very, very weird pulls, but you're going to love them. Mr. Miracle and Big Barda.
Oh God! See, I love those 2 characters. I thought about Mr. Miracle. I couldn't get around. I'm sure you can do it. I got too hung up on how do I separate from the New Gods and the dark side of it all, and that
Well, you'd get them real quick,
the apocalypse part
and
of
then
it.
it would go into a New Gods movie or
It
something.
would have to.
You'd have to,
Right? Mr. Miracle is a standalone. I wasn't even thinking Barda.
Yeah.
I think you could
But
use
you're gonna have a Barda cast in on the payroll, basically.
Yeah, that was the one.
I do love Mr.
There
Miracle.
was
Looks cool.
there was so much connective tissue. I was having trouble
Yeah.
in my
No,
head
that's cool. Like,
separating it.
again, it's
Yeah.
just because I know
I
that
love
they're
the characters.
And the last one, of course, we have Supergirl. And there's other versions of Supergirls in other worlds. And one of them is Power Girl. I want live action Power Girl in her comically accurate suit. Cough, cough. Sydney
Preferably
Sweeney.
filled in by Sydney Sweeney. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wouldn't take much. I mean,
Nope.
she could do
Not
it
a lot
now.
of not a lot of intellectual thoughts going to that one. That's all just dude speak. Okay, so we have the Elongated Man, Firestorm, Booster Gold, Red Tornado, Zatanna, Captain Atom, The Question, Miracle and Barda, and Power Girl. So we both had them on the list. So there's
think
one that's
Booster
right up.
has to go
It's
on.
right up there.
Yeah.
It's that's
Booster's
number one of the
on.
bullet, right?
Yep.
Just makes way too much sense.
I know The Question can't be on there, so I'm going to take
Question
that
can't be
off.
on there. I mean, unfortunately, it would be friggin' spectacular, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I really like your Captain Atom pull.
Yeah, I just think it makes a lot of sense.
It ties in perfectly.
And you could kind of do like a little bit of Public Enemies with him. Mm-hmm. What's his bad guy's name?
You could totally do
He
that.
was that Corporal Chaos. Not his name. It's what the fuck's his name? Like the
I
bad
wasn't a
cat.
huge Captain Atom guy.
Yeah. Like in Public Enemies, there's like bad Captain Atom, and they're both on the same team.
I still
It's
have
weird.
hardcovers of that upstairs for some reason.
Crazy.
I don't know why.
But yeah, but Captain Atom, he's basically just he's just a fucking nuclear bomb with boots on, basically. So
Nope. I like that.
it'd be very
pull.
easy to work him into a story somewhere.
Yep. I like that. You're going to hate me for this?
Do it, clip it.
I think you got to clip Zatanna.
No, that's cool. You'll get her somewhere down the line.
She's
You're gonna
certain-
get her in dark.
You're going to get her in one of those.
That's what it is. It's dark.
Exactly. I think there's a different place for her.
No, you're right about that. Okay, and Miracle and Barda, like you said, it makes more sense doing the New Gods proper.
Yeah.
And eventually, like if
You're
they
going to get there.
Yeah, and if they do a New Gods movie, Superman might show up, but not the other way around.
I mean, I'd love the idea of instead of doing a Justice League, it's basically a superpowers movie.
Yeah.
Just a slight tweak on the Justice League, but there is a distinction there.
I'll have to Apache Chief off my list.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Yeah.
So we have two.
Okay.
So we need 2 out of the 4: Elongated Man, Firestorm, Red Tornado, and Power Girl.
Okay.
So I think with Elongated Man, I think you're going to get Plastic Man. So that would be redundant.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that Gunn's going Plastic Man. You hear rumors that he's already talked to some people about playing him. Like the
You give me
casting.
Plastic Man, I better get Detective Chimp. All right. So I'll give you that. I'm going to advocate for, I mean, I like both the Firestorm and the Red Tornado.
Yeah, I mean,
For different reasons.
yeah.
One is the scientist, one is made by the scientist, so it's an easy pull.
Yeah, I like the Red Tornado because he could also be like a bad guy turned good.
We've
and then
seen
keep
him
in the
flip,
can.
yeah.
I like the flip. I really like the flip.
And we've seen him put back together multiple times.
Multiple
right?
times, yeah.
He's been torn apart and
Yep. and
come
he's-
back. Yeah.
And he's looked out after the Titans and the Young Justice guys. And
You can totally see the shot in one of the movies down the line of just the tornado's head.
yes.
You get the arrow sitting there in the background
Yeah.
under like a tarp or something. I can see the scene. I like that one a lot.
Tornado on the list.
Cool.
Love Red Tornado. Okay, so now do
Yep.
we go with Firestorm or Power Girl?
I think you're going to get Power Girl in the Supergirl universe.
Yeah.
You have that storyline where Power Girl is that was in the cartoon, right?
That was.
Power Girl is essentially a clone of Supergirl.
I think that at one point in time they did a clone, but initially she wasn't another Earth. It was.
Yeah,
She was
it
like
was from another Earth.
She was the first of like the other Earth characters to come into continuity.
And you want Jimmy and Amanda's Power Girl
Yeah, you want
That
Jimmy and Amanda's
storyline,
Power
yeah.
Girl. Yeah, that's true. You want that.
as, drawn by Adam Hughes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want that. You want that new JSA run Power Girl, the Amanda and Jimmy Power Girl.
I think you're going to get that one. It makes too much sense.
It
and you've had
does.
enough crossover with Supergirl.
Okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go with the other one.
So I think
But then again, we just did Firestorm for 6 years on friggin' TV too.
you did. You did the Flash. You've done a lot of the stuff.
So-
I mean,
I wonder how willing he's going to be to grab the weird characters from all the TV show shit that came before him. That kind of still because people do kind of tie the CW to the Snyderverse a little bit. Maybe he'd be reluctant to grab Firestorm.
a little bit. He had no crossover there.
Okay.
He didn't tie in with the Snyderverse. I mean, he didn't really reference it. Although, you know what's funny? Gunn references the CW stuff, and that was one of the little Easter eggs. The coffee shop they're talking about, the kaiju was 7 feet tall in a Jitters coffee shop.
Jitters. Yeah, it's Jitters.
The Big Belly Burger.
Well, that's
was
from
one of
Blue
the-
Beetle. That's in Blue Beetle. Yeah, yeah.
That came from
I thought
the
they did in the
CW
books
stuff.
too. They come on
Might be.
CW first.
Yeah, they use that heavily in the CW stuff too. Jitters was definitely a Flash.
Yeah, Jitters of Flash.
TV
yeah,
show.
Yeah, 100%.
That's where Iris. Well, did she work at one point? They were always at Jitters.
Yeah, there was a Jitters.
That poor fucking coffee shop got
So,
destroyed all the time.
I
I
mean-
could go either way there.
I think we need at least one female character.
Yeah, if you wanted Power Girl, I think Power Girl makes
Yay.
more sense than Zatanna.
Okay. No, I know. I
Yeah.
just,
Oh,
I would just keep advocating for both
I
until I
love
get one of
Zatanna.
them. Oh, I know you do.
She's way up there for me, but I just don't
Yeah.
think it works.
Whenever that dark movie comes, it is going to own.
Oh my god.
Okay, everyone. The Mount Fanmore of characters we could easily see James Gunn throwing in this Supermanish universe: Booster Gold, Captain Atom, Red Tornado, and Power Girl.
I like that. I don't think anyone's overly obvious there either, but they all make sense on their own.
I think Booster is.
That makes so much sense.
It does make so much sense.
And if you're gonna keep Blue Beetle in this, I mean, Booster's
It
coming
makes
at
sense to
some
do
point.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Certainly.
Awesome. Cool.
Excellent.
Well, let's see here. Next
Good.
episode might be a little late. Chris is about to take off on a plane to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah,
So
I
we'll have
gotta,
some- we'll have some
I gotta
stories.
bounce again for a few days. But
I'll be at work. We will have a San Diego Comic-Con report.
bringing
not-
the recorder out there, so if I can get any little snippets with Harley and
Yep.
Ezra on the floor,
Yep.
I'll be packing that with me. So
Yep, definitely. And so we'll do that. And yeah, and maybe I'll just do like some like Instagram reels or something while you're out. But like,
yeah,
Chris
we
is
can
at
do toy time.
Comic-Con. I'm not here.
you can do toy time.
I could do toy time.
Yeah,
I could do
most
toy time.
definitely.
We'll see. Awesome. Everyone, so thanks for joining us. Don't forget, please like, subscribe, and comment. YouTube, SoundCloud, wherever you get your podcast, Instagram, TikTok, all those good places.
And truly, get out there and watch the movie. Go see it for yourself.
Yeah, go see Superman.
We didn't
Just-
spoil this. We gave you a lot, but
Yep.
there is so much more there to see.
There's a
Process.
little something for everybody. It's just it's an adorable movie. So
Yeah, it works on every possible level.
it's so good. So good. Awesome.
Enjoy it, kids.
Everyone, have a good one.
Later.